Welcome back to AM Northwest. Well, everyone wants to be the boss until they are one. The position looks powerful from the outside, but from the inside, it's one of the loneliest, most humbling, and most misunderstood roles a person can hold. Here to share what leadership really demands, we welcome back our executive coach and strategic advisor, Dr. Carol Parker Walsh. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
You're right. You know, really, people always think, oh, I could be the boss. I'd do a much better job. But I mean, it's a whole different animal, isn't it?
It's a completely different animal.
And you have to think about, you're not the leader, really. You're developing people to be leaders.
Exactly. I always tell people when you step into leadership, it's really not about you.
Yeah.
It's about your people. People think it is, right?
Yeah.
And they love the title and they think it's
well,
about
often
telling people what to do.
That's our goal, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But it's misunderstood in terms of what it really takes. When I tell leaders that actually 2/3 of their role is spent developing other people, that's really where most of their time is being spent.
Yeah.
Their eyes usually bug out, like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Because they think it's about me just telling people what to do and, you know, about the work that I have to do. And I know they have to deliver on results and things of that nature, but what you really want to do is help to develop that next generation of people. As a leader, that's really what you want to do, is to make sure that you're spending 2/3 of that time making sure people are doing well.
You say to ask yourself, how much of my time last week actually went toward developing my people versus doing the work myself?
Exactly. So you have to, at the end of every week, you should say, did you spend more time in your office, like getting things done or going from back-to-back meetings? Or did you spend time really asking your people or learning their skill sets, understanding their strengths, asking them what resources that they need so that they can be better at what they do? So that's really what's required as a leader, is to make sure that you're thinking about your people and thinking about how to lead them, not just be a leader in the role.
So people kind of misconstrue what a leadership role is. You say oftentimes it's a promotion trap.
Yes.
Being great at your job does not mean you're ready to lead people.
That is so true. And that is a trap. Like, most of the times, the highest individual contributor gets promoted, right? The one who does the best work, is the superstar on the job, gets promoted.
Yeah.
And so they think, now that I'm a leader, I just need to do more of that.
Right.
But again, you only really should be spending 1/3 of your time doing the work. So what you want to do is ask yourself, how am I delegating? How am I, and this goes a lot with what I said earlier about making sure that you're developing your people. And one of the greatest skills or tools in a leader's toolbox is delegating. So you want to think about, how am I giving work to my people so that they can help achieve the results? It's not about you achieving them anymore, but it's about you helping your people to achieve those results.
Well, you can give them advice from what you learned as you were going up the ladder, right?
Absolutely. But you don't want to tell people to do it the way you've been doing it, right? You want to give them the advice, but you want to welcome the opportunity for them to bring their ideas, their input. That's the whole idea about developing your people, is that you're developing their critical thinking skills. You're developing their ways of getting things done. Right? As long as you reach the same destination, it doesn't matter if someone takes the scenic route or someone takes the direct route.
Oh, look at you.
Want to support.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. You say the pace of the team is set by the pace of the leader, including emotionally.
Yes, and I always say that. And it's because how you show up will dictate how your team responds. If you are quick, if you snap at people, if you are short-tempered, if you're moody, that's going to impact your people. And your job as a leader is to inspire them and motivate them to be successful. So you want to always ask yourself, how do I want my people to feel today? Because they're watching you. They're going to be affected by your mood. They're going to be, if you're complaining about what's coming down the pike from your boss, if you are unhappy in terms of what things are going on, and you express that to your team, you're not really motivating them to be inspired. So you want to always think about, how I show up is going to impact my people. So I want to make sure that if I want them to feel motivated and to perform exceptionally and to be engaged, then I need to do the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You say your personal development is no longer optional, it's the job.
It is the job, right? Most leaders, it's not about a lack of intelligence or ambitions that makes them successful. It's a lack of self-awareness. Some people are gifted with certain skill sets that make them good leaders. Is probably why they were tapped on the shoulder to do the work.
Right.
But as I said, it's a different skill set. So the self-awareness that you want to constantly be engaged in is to help you to elevate those skill sets, to elevate those natural tendencies, right? Because things change. The landscape of work is changing, you know, with AI and so many things that are going on. The generations are different, and there's always somebody new coming in. And you want to be a good people leader. And to develop those skills as a people leader, you want to be developing yourself. So you want to be asking yourself constantly, how much am I investing in my own development to build my self-awareness? Meredith.
Your team needs a vision, and it's your job to create it.
Yes, yes. Managers kind of direct the work, but leaders help people find meaning in the work, right? That's what's really important. So your organization has a vision and a mission, but you're developing your people. You want to make your people understand that what they do has meaning and impact. So your job is to help create the vision, to have your team members come together to say, this is what we do, this is what we stand for. And as our team, you know, I think of it a lot of the ways like, I love superheroes. So I always think like, what's your little Justice League, right? What's your little Avenger team? What are their motto and what are they about and how are they contributing and how do they feel like every skill set on the team has meaning and value to deliver success for the organization?
Dr. Carol Parker Walsh, you're always the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.